Hey guys, it's Kevin and welcome back to another episode of the Hopcast. Today we have yet another beer review for you, and this is a shelfie beer review, as I would like to call it. And that is of Dragon's Milk Reserve by New Holland Brewing Company. This is the first batch they've done in the year 2020, and the blend that they have this time is a rum barrel-aged stout with chocolate, hazelnut, and toasted coconut. The three adjuncts in this beer made me really excited because those are three of my favorite adjuncts. Hazelnut and toasted coconut together, the combo, unbelievable. Just had a Prairie adjunct trail, the collab that they did with Angry Share, and those two adjuncts, they just killed it. It was awesome. New Holland Brewing Company is located in Michigan, Holland, Michigan, and is one of the many wonderful breweries that come out of that state. Now, a little bit of a description here. It says, the first reserve release of 2020 was aged for 3 months in rum barrels imported from Jamaica and finished with chocolate, hazelnut, and toasted coconut. The use of authentic ingredients enhances the flavors imparted by the barrel, including notes of rich molasses and deep, sweet vanilla, without overpowering the delicious brew. What I will say is I agree with them on the bottle using real ingredients, although may be more expensive, especially in the coconut side of things and the hazelnut side of things. Real is always better. I personally just think it tastes better in almost every shape and form. You can get by with using some artificial ingredients, but what I will say for the most part, real is the way to go. I remember I made a batch with hazelnuts and coconut in a stout, and it was pretty pricey, but it was still cheaper than if I were to go out and buy one of these in the store and price per bottle. I mean, sure, you got that sweat equity, but, you know, who's counting? All right, let's give this baby a try. Whoa. That thing almost slid out of my hands. Wow. That's a lot of rum. Let's see how this guy pours. Oh, right up to the top. Ooh, almost spilled it. All right, New Holland, let's see what you're brewing up. Oh, man. This reminds me of being in Jamaica in Bad Life Decisions. Ooh, the rum is just overpowering literally everything else. Maybe it's the first pour, maybe it's the initial pour, rather, that's doing that. I don't know. Lots and lots of rum. Very small head on the beer that has already faded away. Not very dark of a head, which, you know, to each their own. It's a 12.5% by alcohol beer, but Dragon's Milk is not always known for its darker heads. So, little bubbles collapsing on the surface. I have a hair on my glass. Better get that out. Don't want it to affect the taste of the beer, of course. I really can't get anything else other than the rum. The smell is just so overpowering. Woo! There are some good rum barrel-aged beers, and then there's some that are not very good at all. Rum can really be challenging to use as a barrel character, and very easy to destroy a beer. I think of the Pirate Paradise, the 2019 Pirate Paradise. I've heard that it's not very good because of the rum barrels. Actually, that entire Pirate series this year from Prairie was not as good. So let's go ahead and give it a taste since I'm not really getting any other smells. Oh, hello. Yeah, this tastes like straight rum. I'm not going to lie to you. I can kind of get a little bit of the vanilla-ish, even though there's not vanilla. Well, yeah, I kind of get the vanilla. Man, that tastes very strong, like rum. The smell, now that it's sat for a while, it's definitely a lot more pleasing on the senses, not as exploded with the rum. But man, rum is one of those liquors that I've had too much of on occasion, so it doesn't really sit well with me. Oh, and it's spiced rum at that almost. It's got a spice in the back end. Um, the beer is kind of thin, but I kind of expected that from Dragon's Milk. It's not the thickest, most viscous stout out there. I don't know how I feel about this one, guys. Just very rum forward. Not really. I get none of the hazelnuts. None, 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 none. I don't taste anything related to a hazelnut in this beer. It sounds like they took a page out of Prairie's book. It kind of burns the throat a little bit. Very, very powerful rum. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, these Dragon Milk Reserve beers are very hit and miss. You have some really good ones, and then you have some that are just like so ungodly overpowered by their adjuncts. And it's a shame, right? Because New Holland, I mean, they're everywhere. They should really learn how to blend and balance their beers a little better. This is just a rum explosion. I'm going to let it sit for a bit and see what happens. All right, I've come back to the beer. It's sat. It's up to room temperature now. Let's see if it changed at all. Oh, yeah, straight rum. Now I'm kind of getting a bit of oxidation on the back end of the rum smell. Almost like that fake like liquor type smell from the rum. Ugh. No. Oh man, this one's really killing me. Oh, I am not the biggest fan of rum, and that is what you're going to get in this beer. Adjuncts are almost completely vanished. No chocolate. I get a little bit of coconut on the back end. And the hazelnuts are non-existent. And the beer is thin, which is probably, it probably catalyzed from the rum that's in here. Just, I don't know. This might be the first drain pour of 2020 for me. I don't know if I can finish. I don't think I can finish one of these. My wife sure as heck is not. She does not like rum. So, what's the verdict? You know, I'm not the type to really rate beers that low because I normally kind of do some research and pick beers that I think I'll like. This one's kind of an exception to the rule. Based on the complete lack of character from the adjuncts, very hit and miss blending on these reserve beers, I'm going to have to give this a 2.5 out of 5. It's just, I would rather drink probably a Bud Light than this beer. At least I know what I'm going to get. This is just so overpowering with the rum. Very, very boozy. I think it tastes like a lot more than 12.5% alcohol. It tastes like I literally just took Captain Morgan and just started guzzling it with some carbonation. So not the biggest fan of this. But, on the bright side, if you like rum, you'll probably like this beer a lot more than I did. So if you do, let me know in the comments below. But that's going to do it for me today, guys, on this episode of the Hopcast. If you're new here and you like the beer review and you want to see more, please consider subscribing, liking, and please comment. I love the community aspect of YouTube. That's my favorite part. So let me know if you've had this beer and what you guys think of the Reserve series. they're not all bad. They're not all good. So, anyways, I will catch you guys later.